So I would like a volunteer, but I need somebody that is not pregnant, doesn't have epilepsy, and does not have a pacemaker. Pick me. Okay, I'll get you two if I have time. That's okay.
She wants to go. I think.
Do you need your chair? Do you have that chair?
Yeah. Is that one okay?
I'm waiting for you. Thank you. Have a seat, Lisa. Everyone smile at Lisa. Okay, so we are electromagnetic human beings, and we have an electromagnetic field that we emit from our bodies. Scientists know this. They test it with EKGs and EEGs? Yeah. So the tuning fork will pick up on any dissonance that you are emitting. The biofield is actually a extension of what's taking place in your body, and the sound will pick up any tension or dissonance or disharmonious frequencies that are being emitted. And what I do is I will find the edge of Lisa's field and we'll comb in. And out here, when I find the edge of the field, this is like birth time, because we're kind of like trees, okay? It's like a record, and close to us is like recent things, recent memories, recent traumas, and then it goes out like the rings of a tree. So out here will be birth, and then in a little bit will be childhood, and then teen, and then 20s, 30s, and how old are you?
61.
61, okay. So I'm going to find the edge of her field, and I'm going to listen to see if I can hear any dissonance. And then when I find something, I will stay at that point, and the 174 hertz will calm that dissonance, and it'll bring it back to where it should be, and then we'll bring that into her center. Again, a little woo-woo, but it's really not. It's science, and that's how I see it. So I'm gonna see if I can find her edge of her field. It's about right here. There's a difference in the fork. It's kind of like a bubble. Like we all have a bubble around us. I know we can't see it, but it's there. And I will find any spots. There's some dissonance here, probably childhood to teens. And this is her right side. So this is the male energy. Of course, we have female and male energy because we came from our mom and our dad, so we have both. And I'm listening for any high points or any low tones. The high tones are when we have had really anxious and stressful things take place in our lives. And then if I hear it go low, that's time periods when we might have been sad or had struggles in those ways. But when you can find those areas of dissonance and you can neutralize that emotional charge that took place at that time in her life, and then you bring that energy back into her center, because when we are holding on to things from the past, it does use up a lot of our energy, meaning like our physical energy, how we feel, how much energy we have, which would make sense, because if we're holding on to things from the past, or even subconscious things, it might not even be something we even fully understand, but it does take up a lot of our energy. And that's why a lot of times after a biofield clearing session, I'll hear from a client, wow, I have so much more energy now, because we've broken up that frequency that is stuck there at that time period in her life, and we've neutralized it, and we've calmed that, and we've brought all that energy back into her center. And I generally start from the left ankle and then go up over her head and then down to her right ankle. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Could you explain to them what you explained to me? I really loved it, about the chakras and what they really biologically are. Because a lot of people think it's just this woo-woo kind of stuff.
Yeah. I personally don't like the word chakra. I just don't. I don't like, I guess, the connotation of it. But when you understand how our bodies are made and how at those areas where people might call chakras, like the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral, or the root, there are bundles of nerves, kind of like junction boxes, right there at those spots. Because people say a chakra is like a spinning circle of energy. Well, if we have nerve bundles right here, or right here, or right here, then that would make sense that there's like a spinning ball of energy right there, because there's a lot of electricity, nerve going into that area. So that's how I like to explain it. It's really not anything more than that, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyone? Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Everybody give Lisa a hand.